At this moment we only support one API endpoint, or one route, and currently we support all HTTP verbs. We don't care which one we receive. Let's continue working on our server, and in this video we will add more routes. Let's start improving our API. For routing requests in our API, we are going to use a package called FastRoute. Copy this and install it. Why should we use FastRoute? In PHP we have Symfony routing component and PHP leak route. I think that for a quick start, FastRoute is a perfect solution. I found Symfony routing component too complex when using outside of Symfony, and PHP leak route is designed to dispatch one request, and thus it can't be used with a long-running server. Okay, now we use simple dispatcher function and create a dispatcher. To define the routes, we provide a callback with an instance of router collector as an argument. Then we use this collector to define routes. We start with a get method. Provide the route that we want to handle, /products. And the second argument is a request handler. It is a function where we handle the request. We already covered this in the last video. Now we can handle a get request here. For now, again, I want to send a response with 200 status code, content type application JSON, and I want to return a JSON object with a message property saying get request to /products. Let's copy this route and add another one, but with a post method. And this will handle post requests to /products. Fix the message here and replace it with post request to /products. We have defined our routes. Now we need to use this dispatcher to dispatch the request handler from the request. We need to somehow match the requested route and get back the handler that should be called in the response to the requested path and method. This can be a separate middleware, or we can inline it right in the server constructor. For simplicity, let's inline it. Remove everything here and pass a dispatcher to the closure. Okay, the dispatcher has just one method dispatch, which accepts a request method and a path, and returns a plain array. The size of the array may differ, but it always contains at least one element. The first element of this array represents the result of dispatching. It can be one of three possible values. All these values are defined as constants in dispatcher interface. Here they are: not found, found, and method not allowed. So we start checking the result. In case of not found, we return 404, text plain, and message not found. In case of method not allowed, return status code 405 and again a plain text message. When the dispatcher has found the route, the variable route info, this array, contains the second element. It is the request handler, which was previously defined for this route. We can execute it, provide the request, and return the result of this execution. Ideally, the code can't reach this line, but to be safe, let's throw an exception here, saying that the routing is broken. Let's try this out. We start the server with PHP server.php and go back to PHP Storm request file that we have used in the last video. Here again I send a post request to localhost 8000 and I receive back an error. Now that makes sense, because now I'm sending a post request to just localhost port 8000 and I don't have any route that would handle this request. Our API supports only two routes, both to URL/products, one route for GET request and one for POST. Okay, let's make it work by targeting localhost 8000/products. Now we receive back a message, POST request to /products. And if I do the same for GET request, I receive an expected result, GET request to /products. If I choose some other method, like put, I receive an error again, with method not allowed, because we only support GET and POST requests. If we have a look at our plans, we have a lot of routes to implement, but placing everything here will create a mess in our code. So before we start implementing other routes, let's make some refactoring.